Lyrical 1, this is Archive of 12, and today we have a new rap from DizzyEight about X-Men 97. Now, and it's featuring Errol Allen. Now, for those who don't know what X-Men 97 is, it is a continuation of the original X-Men cartoon from the 90s. And it is absolutely fantastic. They've only released, I think, like 5 episodes, and so far it has been some of the best like pieces of animation that I think has ever been released. Like, and I don't think anyone who has seen that show will argue with me on that because it is powerful, it is gut-wrenching, it is beautifully animated, it is true to its original material, and it has all of its original like, or not all, but most of its original cast back. And it's just been an incredible journey to see. So I'm excited to see what DizzyEight and Errol Allen have to say about this. The song is called Different. I imagine it's going to be different, and should be a really good time. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing, I will be talking about it. And if you haven't seen X-Men 97, go check it out. But without further ado, let's get to this song. The very interesting use of the piano here at the very beginning. This is definitely a different vibe from most DizzyEight songs. So I'm curious, and very curious and excited to see exactly how they decide to tackle this. If this is how it's starting out, 22 seconds in.
What do you see when you're looking at me? I'm not like you, no, you're not like me. I think it's getting real now. And it's time we speak. Think it's time we dead this beef. I'm not you and you're not me. I thank God he made us different. Yeah. I thank God he made me different. Yeah. That's okay, it's not no issue. I just came to close the distance. Coming to stand for something that's bigger. I can't stand for more division. I thank God he made me different than you. I'm not with the populace, or the popular thought my prerogative. See the way the world do the opposite. Seeking wisdom and that's what the Solomon. Trying to deal with emotions I bottle in. From all that hatred and what they been hollering. And my pain for them is empowering, powerless if I don't ever acknowledge it. It's really amusing. I've been treated like I'm not even human. Mutilating what you see as a mutant. I wake up to violence, I didn't even choose it. Type of thing to make you look at the news like at any moment I really could lose it. Pops taught me that my word is a weapon, and later I learned that this world full of shooters who ready to pull a trigger with a tainted perception. They speaking with no repercussion, discussion inspired the tongue of the reckless. They don't worry about who they affecting. Are you one of them? Check your reflection. Cause this type of thing severs connections. Think it's time that we made a correction. Where it's coming from is a rejection. Man, I get it, I do. I used to be judged and hated because my complexion. The feeling reciprocated in reality. All I wanted was acceptance. And some people that I could connect with. While our differences making us better, I learned that life is about being different together. So what do you see?
Okay. Dizzy threw a lot of emotional haymakers at us. A lot of really tough, really hard-hitting topics without actually really going too far into it. Because a lot of people like complain about the fact that the X-Men are woke. The X-Men have gotten too woke. The X-Men have always been woke. First of all, they've always been an allegory for some sort of like social injustice, usually linked to the civil rights movement, but can be linked to a variety of different things. And one of the things that like I like how Dizzy has decided to tackle these very sensitive topics to a lot of people is to not really focus on them and focus more on what it means to be different rather than focus on like the fights to like be, I don't know, to be accepted. He's focused on like the fact that like, yeah, no, I'm glad that I'm different. I'm glad that I'm that I was made different or that I have these powers. Like that is a very like that the X-Men as a whole can be a very controversial topic to cover. And I think this might be the best neutral ground you could potentially find because there's not really a good neutral ground for the X-Men because every nuanced aspect of the X-Men is kind of difficult to tackle without crossing a boundary that's going to piss somebody off. So I'm kind of glad that he decided to do that because it allows him to really focus on like talking about like the feelings of the characters without directly addressing any of that. But at the same time, I also feel that there's a little interpersonal connection between Dizzy and his lyrics in this video. I feel like this song isn't just about the X-Men. I feel like this song might be about like personal struggles that Dizzy himself has gone through. Since I am not privy to any of those, I can't 100% like relate or justifiably say that that's true. But there probably is something, and I feel like that I'm picking up on it without knowing what it is. So, yeah, he's done a fantastic job of laying things out, and he's done it in a way that makes it easily relatable without crossing boundaries to make it too political or too like uh dangerous of a topic for him to be able to relate to these characters, and he's able to connect with the listeners in that way. It's a very clever way of doing it. And I'm curious to see how Errol Allen is going to continue that ball rolling, or is he going to start his own thing?
When you're looking at me, I'm not like you, no, no, you're not like me. I think it's getting real now. And it's time we speak. Think it's time we dead this beef. I'm not you and you're not me. I thank God he made us different. Yeah. I thank God he made me different. Yeah, yeah. That's okay, that's not no issue. I just came to close the distance. Coming to stand for something that's bigger. I can't stand for more division. I thank God he made me.
Look, I wake up every morning thanking God it's a different day, it's a different hour. Many days I threw in a towel, gotta pick it up and he'll ring it out. I ain't want you then, but Lord, I need you now. Got that eagle in me, I might bring it out. I should've charged that to the game. Was living a hard life full of pain, that's just like a moth flying to a flame. Be thinking it's alright when it ain't. Whenever in doubt, I figured it out. I gotta play the hands in life I was dealt. It never was easy, they didn't believe me throughout the nights I was calling for help. Gotta get it to my son, I'm a father figure. Gotta show him that daddy the man. Opportunities, they come and they go. The creator of time, no one giving me plans. On a mission, searching beyond the solar system for the dangers that dwell in my land. Know the power that I hold in my hand. No, I can't give my enemies a chance. I'm so glad that I'm finally a change man. Had a talk with God, he built me a game plan. Understand that there's some things that I can't stand. Watch me beat on my chest like I'm a caveman. Thanking God he made me an anomaly. No Katera looking down and she proud of me. I'm so glad that I ain't who I ought to be. I just follow all the orders he ordered me. What do you see?
So Errol basically did the exact same thing. But he definitely, I feel like honestly, Errol's verses felt even more personal than Dizzy's. So I felt like Dizzy covered both the aspects of like the show and potentially himself, and Errol focused, and I'm not faulting Errol for this at all, but Errol Allen focused more on like what it means to be different from his perspective. And that's definitely again, it feeds off of Dizzy's original aspect, and it definitely makes it a, I'm not gonna say safer route to go, but a more easily relatable one without crossing those boundaries again. The wordplay specifically, the way he specifically phrased certain aspects of his verse, just they just felt very personal. And it's this is a hard-hitting emotional song, honestly. Like this particular song feels a lot more in depth, a lot more like introspective than most of the songs that I've heard in a while. And Dizzy's really good at doing those songs. But I openly admit sometimes I don't catch that. Sometimes there's just certain songs where I'm looking too much at the source material and not enough about the artists themselves. And the fact that they might be linking this to their own life rather than the life of the character. The character is just a medium for them to talk through. But I feel like in this particular aspect, I'm not too far away from the mark, in that both Errol Allen and DizzyEight are talking from a very personal perspective about what it means to be different and why that's a good thing. And if I'm right about that, then they've done a fantastic job of covering that topic while also making it still about the X-Men. So, yeah, no, this is a very heavily emotionally charged song, and that's made it like I have to say this is definitely one of my on first listens. This is definitely one of my favorite DizzyEight songs in a while.
When you looking at me, I'm not like you, no, no, you're not like me. I think it's getting real now. And it's time we speak. Think it's time we dead this beef. I'm not you and you're not me. I thank God he made us different. Yeah. I thank God he made me different. Yeah, yeah. That's okay, that's not no issue. I just came to close the distance. Coming to stand for something that's bigger. I can't stand for more division. I thank God he made me.
That was, like I said, very personal, very in depth, and very hard hitting. And yeah, no, I really, really, really enjoyed that. Uh, it's been a bit since I feel like Dizzy has really hit me in the feels that hard. So this is going to be one of those songs I'm going to have to listen to a couple of times to truly understand what he said. But I just get vibes from it, and those I genuinely feel like those vibes are probably correct. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Markov at 12, and I will see you in the next video.